This is Zach with Strictly Shisha, and I'm here with a back to the basics hookah smoking video on the different types of bowls, their designs, which tobaccos I like smoking in which bowl, the basic functional differences, and some pros and cons. So I've been smoking with a lot of different people, and they see my collection of bowls, and this is not even half of them. And they're always like, oh, like, why are you using that bowl today? Like, what's that used for? Why does it have a big hole in the middle? Why is this made of glass? So I want to just tell you guys a little about the bowls I use and what I use them for. Okay, so any basic hookah, whether it be Egyptian or even a Chinese hookah or most of the hookahs you find on the market, come standard with a bowl like this. These are referred to as the Egyptian style bowl. They're known for having the holes in the bottom here. Okay, so you pack your shisha, your tobacco in here, you foil it, and when you pull air, you're pulling air directly from the outside through the shisha to the bottom of the hookah. This is a great bowl. I mean, they're very inexpensive. Bowls like this probably cost less than $5. They're all unique though. So I mean, this is one that came with my KM. All my other KMs, each bowl looks different. They're all glazed on the outside, very sturdy, very good bowls. This one came with my Shika. Yeah, I mean, the same exact bowl, but just slightly different design. This one's a little bit deeper. Some of my other KMs are a little bit wider. So, I mean, they all vary. The other basic style, which is, I guess, we'd call an upgrade, okay, is this style hookah. This style bowl. And this is a funnel bowl. These bowls are known for having a spire in the middle, which has a big hole in it. You pack your shisha around the spire, and when you pull air directly outside through the spire and down. Okay, when you pack the shisha in here, it doesn't leak down. So if you guys sometimes have smoked and your water turns like brown or red or whatever color, that's because the juices are actually seeping through those holes. And technically you're losing juice and flavor. So the idea behind this is everything sits in this well and bakes evenly. So you get the most flavor and the most smoke. The bowl that started this all off was the classic vortex bowl. This is made by Sahara Smoke. It has a spire in the middle with holes around it instead of a big hole like this. And also the same concept, you pack the tobacco around here, it pulls air through the shisha down, and you don't lose any of the juices, which is actually really nice because it keeps your hookah stem nice and clean, and you don't have to clean it out every time because these will make a mess of your hookah. And as the years have progressed, I mean, more and more companies that come out with bowl designs, slight variations. The big difference is between a quality bowl and like a mod bowl or a Chinese like junk bowl, but that's clearly what it is the quality of material that they're made out of. This is a quality clay bowl compared to like a ceramic bowl, and they handle the heat a lot better. They heat evenly, they don't overheat. Okay, so the difference between, like, let's say these are both funnel bowls, correct? They both have a hole in the middle, and like these are both Egyptian bowls, right? So the difference between a bowl like this and this is going to be, like I said, the materials it's made out of and the design. So this bowl is a Hookah John Harmony bowl, and actually the link to all the items will be in the description so you can find them on your own. This Hookah John Harmony bowl, he actually partnered up with Eric of Tangiers, this is his bowl. This is a Tangiers small funnel bowl. Okay, they're specifically designed to smoke Tangiers. And Tangiers is, if you're not familiar with it, this is what the label looks like. Okay, they say it's a very hard tobacco to pack. And I did a video on how to pack Tangiers, but this bowl kind of revolutionized it for me. This was his initial bowl, the Alien Funnel Bowl, but this is the one that really changed the game for me. He wanted a bowl that was smaller than this, okay, that would hold anywhere between, about 10 and 20 grams of shisha. He only likes to smoke for about, like less than an hour, so this was a nice small bowl to smoke Tangiers in. And this is a little bit deeper, so a bowl like this, when packed Tangiers really dense, I mean, it can hold, they say about maybe 18 to 20 grams as well. But when you pack it really dense, I mean, I've gotten upwards of, I think, 5 hours of great quality smoke out of this bowl. But for someone who doesn't want to smoke for that long, this bowl will last you about an hour. I think when I smoke this bowl on a daily basis, we get about an hour and 15, hour and 20 good sessions, okay? And if you see the design here, it's at an angle, and I'll try to do a close-up of this. It's at an angle here, so you kind of pack the tobacco at an angle, and I'll also do a packing video later on. Just want to give you guys just a general idea of bowls and how to use them. Okay, so you're kind of packing at an angle. It burns kind of unevenly because it's packed at an angle. The Harmony bowl basically perfected that for me. It's nice and even, it's deep, you can pack a pretty good amount of tobacco, anywhere between 25, 30 grams, depending on what you're smoking. And it burns nice and evenly. It's a nice deep well. So you want to use the type of bowl that matches the type of shisha you're smoking. Okay, so let's start over. So Egyptian bowl, these are the funnel bowls, the ones with the hole in the middle. This is a vortex, okay? This is another style of funnel bowl, okay? And this is more of a novelty item. It's a glass bowl. And what's unique about this bowl is you pack the shisha around the spire here, and when you foil it, you're kind of pulling air into the holes off the side. From this, it's not pulling direct. This pulls directly, and these also pull kind of like that. So it's kind of similar concept, just a little bit different. They say glass is one of the best things to smoke in. Not that I agree, but when you compare the glass bowls to any of the clay bowls, that the glass is actually sturdier. It's not susceptible to thermal shock, so you can take a hot bowl, run it in cold water, and you have to worry about it. I mean, those kind of things don't really matter to me. I take care of my bowls. I don't really need to cool them down right away. But they say you get really nice sessions out of this. I think it takes a little longer to warm up, but I mean, it's a novelty item. I mean, you can see the smoke coming down and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool. So when picking a bowl for you, if you're starting off with a bowl like this, I mean, to me, they all smoke. They can all potentially smoke very, very well. But I like to match my shishas with the bowls I'm using. So if I'm using like a modern tobacco, like maybe haze or some al-fakhr, then I'll pick a bowl that, if it's very juicy, I'll pick up something like a funnel bowl. So the next thing I want to mention is cost. So they have, every company now is coming out with a new style of bowl. This is kind of the go-to design for a lot of companies now, and they've come out in glass bowls like the Godfather bowl. Most of the Roy and Fumo, they're all coming out with a funnel style design, and that's what most people like to smoke these days. But when it comes to cost, the $5 bowl, you really can't go wrong. Like, I personally pack haze in my Egyptian bowl, and I think it smokes a lot better than it smokes in the Harmony bowl. And just experimentation on what you're smoking. Try out different bowls, see what works best for you. Like I said, I change out bowls. One day I might smoke with this, the next day, I might smoke with this. The Harmony bowl versus, the Tangiers small bowl. It's kind of all preference and how you're smoking, how you're packing. So you kind of get used to, you kind of just have to base it on your packing styles and how you like to pack it. And I will eventually come out with packing videos for most of these and how to pack with different, tobaccos. Just kind of pick a bowl that, will work best with your packing style. They're all great bowls, except for, I'm not a fan of the Vortex bowl, so I wouldn't suggest that. I wouldn't really suggest the Hookah John Alien bowl. But out of these, these are all just, these would be the three I suggest right here. This is kind of just a regular Egyptian bowl. But an Egyptian style bowl, quality clay, Tangiers small bowl, and a Hookah John Harmony bowl. These are the three bowls I would suggest. And if you're up in the game and you know what you're doing, then Crown Classic V4, also a great pick. The last thing I wanted to mention was the Kaloud Lotus. And I showed you guys how to pack with the Kaloud Lotus in the last video, but I just want to kind of clarify what this was for people who didn't understand. And there's a lot of videos on the internet right now on what the Kaloud Lotus is and like what it does, but I just want to do a quick thing real quick. So the Kaloud Lotus is basically a heat management system. It's not technically a wind cover or a screen, it's kind of a heat management system. And what it does is, instead of using foil, like I just showed you, you set this on top of the bowl, okay, like this. You place your coals inside, and you use this adjustable screen on top to open these holes on top, which either allow air in and cool down the cloud, or you close it up, and which kind of keeps the heat in and creates bigger clouds and more heat. And this is supposed to work on every bowl, and actually the Gen 2 has more flush screws, which allows you to almost work on any bowl. And I actually use this a lot now, especially when I'm watching movies or with a group of friends, and I don't feel like heat managing or rotating coals. Basically, when the bowl starts to die out, you close it up. When you first start, you kind of smoke kind of open. Starts to die out, close it, creates more heat, more smoke. You don't have to rotate the coals, you don't have to worry about flipping them or anything like that. You kind of just plop it on. When you pack the bowl, plop it on, put your coals in, put this on, let it heat up for about 10 minutes. Then you open it up, enjoy the smoke. Smoke starts to die down, you close it. And the Kaloud actually works on, like I said, almost every bowl. But I initially had trouble with the Tangiers small bowl, because of the way it sits. But the newer generation of this, it tends to sit really nicely. And for tobaccos like haze, when I smoke haze, this is a golden combination because of how deep the bowl is compared to, you know, a KM Egyptian bowl. The Shika bowl is a lot deeper. So when I actually sit this on there, you get a nice, you know, flush seal on the side, and I can pack a pretty good amount of tobacco in there. So that's what you guys are worrying about what the Kaloud Lotus is. And like I said, again, in the description below, you know, I have a link to the Kaloud, and you guys can, you know, watch some more videos and stuff like that. I would never smoke it on the Vortex. I said I wouldn't really smoke the Vortex anymore, so it's kind of out. And you cannot use it on bowls like this. It doesn't really work very well because of the raised edges here. And when it comes to bowls, I mean, there's so many on the market. You know, there's, like I said, the Godfather bowl, which is a Pyrex bowl. There's the Hookah Flip bowl. Bowls are kind of bowls when it comes to the end of the day. If you know how to pack a bowl, it'll smoke right. Like I tell my friends, I could probably make a water bottle and a straw smoke properly. So just to recap, these are the 3 bowls I would suggest buying if you need an upgrade bowl. Shika Egyptian bowl, or any Egyptian bowl, Tangiers small, and the Hookah John Harmony. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, please feel free to ask. I'd like to do some more of these basic hookah tutorial informationals, not so much reviews, but just spreading some general knowledge out there. So let me know what you guys want to hear about. And thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Definitely give me some feedback.